I hope you're having a good weekend. Now, Litecoin here on a 2-month chart. Yeah, interesting. Starting here, I'm on the daily. We can see, there is this coiled up pattern right in here. The pattern, in a way, if you look at this pattern here, there is similarities to the pattern down here. This pattern coming off the COVID crash, and then you form this sort of move. Now, also actually, maybe I should have made this on a bigger chart. There's a little bit of similarities to the pattern down here. You come up and you form the bull sort of pattern. It's a bull flag pattern. Obviously, you'd like to see the breakout. Like there's probably a trend line right there. If you zoom into that, you could probably line that up better. I'm just doing it pretty rough here. This one that was different. I remember this pattern actually breaking up in the moment. I was calling for a BART pattern here because this came into the white 100, and I was calling for compression here for Litecoin to break up. And if it breaks up and causes a BART pattern, your target then is the red 200 moving average. And then if all goes well in the red 200 moving average in the apex, then you can break out of the apex. Now, it probably did run further than I expected, potentially. You never know in the moment how far it can run, but you can see it actually ran very, very, very well right up into here. The previous resistance up here. It pierced below it and then failed again. But what I'm saying is, we had the last 2 times that this ran, and it's in an apex, and it ran. This was also in an apex here after this pattern here, this similar pattern to what we have here. Like you get a big move up. Let's compress that down a little bit. You get the big move up and then this bull flag. So, well, we have something clear as day that, if you start breaking above this trend line here, you can then start to have a bit more bullish outlook. Now, we will get to the 2-week chart, but there is one more thing I just want to talk about here. Well, a couple of things actually. This is compression. If you actually think of these moving averages almost like a Bollinger Band, you can see down here, and that's with the apex, and apex is kind of like as well. It's compression, and you can see in here, see the compression in here before the big move up, and this is getting similar sort of compression. Is it going to have as big a move up? Well, it's tough to say. At this point, I don't think it's going to have as big a move up, but you never know. You never know. Sometimes it can surprise you. What I like about this pattern is you've got compression here, and you have this bullish stop hunt. Now, I want to look at this on different time frames and on that 2-month chart as well. But you can kind of see here, this looks like a bullish pattern to me, and it looks like it should break higher. Dips here in theory should be a buy. We do have a bearish stop hunt here on the daily. Sorry, that's a 3-day chart. So we do have a bearish stop hunt here. So if we lucky enough to get some dips here, they are probably buying opportunities for higher prices. Now, let's just move that out of the way so there's no confusion. But I wanna get a good time frame for this just to have a look at it. I'm not sure which time frame I'm looking for. So you can see here as well. Look at the red 200 moving average. That red 200 moving average would have ran across the top of price there, right along here in a way. This is also running along the top of price. When you're compressing underneath here, that likes to get a move up. It likes to move up out of that. So yeah, there definitely is a bullish element to this. At this point, it's looking pretty good. You can see above all moving averages, these moving averages are starting to pinch together as this drops down. And another week higher. If next week was a green week, that would be potentially taking us above all these averages. That would be getting very interesting. This is also a bullish 2-week engulfing candle. That's it's exactly what you want to see there. Now, this is also what I want to talk about. I'll move these away just so it's more clear. Now, you can see here this bullish stop hunt right below these previous weeks, and then you're getting a bullish reversal. So at this point, this is attempting to have a bullish breakout. It's a bullish recovery off the support, and we are trying to move higher. Now, your favorite time frame, your 9-week time frame, flipping green on a 9 week as a dip down in here to take liquidity on that 9 week candle as well, and popped up or bullish. So as well, now that this has flipped green, you have to think that Litecoin is bullish above that 9 week open. Now there is 15 days left in this candle, but this is bullish so far. Again, this is the time frame I was looking for actually. This is the one I remembered. I remember looking at this the other day and thinking, God, it had a bullish, beautiful bullish monthly stop hunt. I knew there was a very nice stop hunt on it somewhere. This is a, it's a very interesting pattern here, and it really does look like, and there is only 6 days left, it really does look like on a new month that this actually should break up. And a pattern like this of coiled up 6 months or whatever, you could get a big break up here, right? That could surprise people and get a big break up. So you have to think, and because there's wick, and wick, a lot of times when you get that situation, a lot of times you don't get much downside if it's going to be strong. So what I'm saying is there might only be a very small wick to the downside before a move up. Now, I didn't draw that very, very well, to be fair. Let's take that down there. Something like that. It may come down a little bit more, right? Something like that. But I definitely would be on guard there on a new month. There's 6 days left. If it doesn't run before then, hopefully not. But, to me, I would like to buy some of this as well. I'm going to keep an eye on this and have a small wick down. You could even attempt to buy the wick down so when it's red on a month next month. Could attempt to buy that in anticipation of the price flipping green again, because it's a pretty decent pattern. And in theory, there should not be too much downside if this is actually going to be bullish. So you could watch the dip and look for a bit of an entry on that dip where your risk is pretty low. So yeah, I will keep an eye on that as well. Now here's your time frame now, the 2 month pattern. It does look like it's a bullish move up, and you get this bull flag type pattern that does look to be trying to break up higher. So this is also a new 2 week candle, a new 2 month candle in 6 days time. So that's the time frame you're looking for, and it does look to be setting up for a bit of a move. So definitely on watch here. The market is a little bit bullish. I really like this as well. That's a 3 month is very interesting as well, and the fact that we are just coming up onto a new 3 month in 6 days time, very, very important time in the markets. It would surprise me also in a way if we get to move up now, not because it's and this does look bullish. This to me looks like it's going to break up, but it's not surprising me because of Litecoin. But I had earlier thought that the second half of the year would be red. But if we're going to start to get big breakups like this, that would be extremely interesting for the market as a whole. I'll just check the 6 month here. So you can see, yeah, the new 6 month, I don't think it's going to break up higher than here. But there definitely could be a third, not definitely, but there is a possibility that you can get higher prices on this, right? So it's worth watching. It definitely is worth watching. A small dip and flip green on a new 6 month, that can be powerful. The interesting thing as well, you can see the yearly, right? The yearly definitely has a bit of room to move up, so you cannot rule that out yet. So on watch here for a new month, new 2 month, new 3 months, new 6 months in 6 days time. It is getting interesting. Well worth watching to see if we can get a trade out of this.